Jürgen, I have had people in the channel that think that Scrum is really good, others think that Scrum is really bad, and most of the persons don't agree on SAFe, right? There are persons that love SAFe and others that hate SAFe. They think that they are evil and they destroy the agility in a company. One of them was Marty Kagan. I'm sure you know him. He was here and he said that, and it was shocking for many of the persons looking at the channel, right? What's your opinion around Scrum? Do you like it? And what's your opinion around SAFe?
Well, to start with the first one, I have always been an admirer of what Scrum has achieved in the Agile community. I know it has its minor flaws, but I think it's a great starting point for many in the Agile who come to the Agile world, and much better than what people did before. So for me, in that sense, the glass is half full, not half empty. I do see that we have moved beyond. I spoke with a unicorn company recently. I wrote a case study about Pipedrive in Tallinn. And they said they moved from Scrum to Kanban because for them Scrum was too slow. And they said it's a super high performance company and they release many times per day. And they did not want to wait for weekly things to happen on a weekly cadence. Things moved faster than that. So most of their teams use Kanban so they can have a continuous flow of stuff. And that makes a lot of sense. It doesn't mean that Scrum is bad. It just means that for them, Kanban is a better fit. So Scrum, good, but depends on context. There are alternatives. SAFe is a different matter. SAFe has many flaws. I still see it as a toolbox of lots of good ideas that they borrowed from many sources, which is a good thing that they do. The problem is that the toolbox has become very large, the picture has become very big, and there is no cohesion anymore, basically, in that entire model. It has become far too complicated for most people out there. And then the problem that you get, and we had the same thing in the 90s with the rational unified process, it was presented as something big, and of course they told everyone, you're not expected to do all of what you see here in the picture. Just use the stuff that you want. But as I described in my first book, Management 3.0, when people are uncertain and they don't know what to do and what not to do, so they have a tendency of doing everything because they fear that maybe they miss something essential. So there's a tendency of organization to just embrace everything that the SAFe essential model basically offers. Well, you should just cherry pick individual practices, as far as I'm concerned. So that's one thing that has gone wrong, in my opinion, with SAFe. And then there are a number of anti-patterns in the SAFe framework. One of my well, I cannot say favorite because I don't like it, but my favorite example is a picture on the SAFe website that shows a product manager between a customer and a product owner, and then the team. So you have team, product owner, product manager, customer. That's two people between the team and the customer. That's an anti-pattern.
Yeah.
That's two handovers that are taking place. At least that's how the picture shows it. And also having the product manager as someone who's more important than the product owners is also an anti-pattern. And this is the kind of behavior that is maybe unintentional, because I spoke with an expert on SAFe professional, and he said this is not intended. This is just a bad picture that someone made, and indeed this is badly implemented, but that's how things go. When you have lots of people working on a framework, some of them make bad pictures, and then this picture is being used by companies that don't know what they're doing.
Mhm.
So that is a problem, I think, with SAFe, that it is not cohesive. There are anti-patterns. There of wrong advice, basically. So I'm not a big fan, but I think these problems can be fixed with smart people who know what they're doing. I'm pretty sure there are some very smart, safe consultants out there who are doing a good job. So I'm not trying to discredit everything, but when I look at the website and I read some pages, I think, oh my God,
Too much.
that doesn't really look good, in my opinion.